What's going on, guys? It's your boy EasyOGH Mods here, and you can call me Mac. And I have to make this video really short, or this commentary really short, because I have some pizza or chicken fingers on the way. So I'm going to be talking about Flux. Now, what is Flux? Well, Flux is a type of acid. I mean, you could just Google this. It's a type of acid that is used for soldering and even welding. And Flux makes a nice, smooth, clean bond to whatever you're using. Now, some kid came up to me. You know, this kid's probably going to watch my YouTube video. Oh, what'd you say about me? This kid comes up to me and he's like, oh, I just started RGH. I'm like, oh, dude, that's really cool. Okay, can I see some of your soldering? Because, you know, I like to say, you know, you can work on that. You can, you know, cut the wires a little bit. This guy shows me, you know, it's looking pretty good, and then I say, what flux do you use? He's like, oh, I just started, I don't know, I've been looking on YouTube for it, and I'm like, what flux do you use? And he's like, I don't use flux, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, holy crap, if you don't use flux, there is a problem. You should not even be soldering at all, because number one, if you don't use flux, the solder will corrode over time. It will end up chipping off. It'll be crusty. It'll be so nasty. And next, you could burn your pads. If you're soldering and you don't use flux, and you're holding the soldering iron for, I don't know, 10 seconds, you're gonna burn some traces that are under the, that are connected to the pads. I mean, think of it, guys. You're holding a like huge, like a soldering iron that's, I don't know, 400 degrees, maybe 300, and you're putting it on this little teeny tiny pad. And if you don't use flux, you might as well just break the dang console. You know, to be honest, guys, back when I started, I never actually used flux because the flux was actually inside of the solder, but that only does so much. To the point where if your soldering iron actually touches solder, it's gonna burn the flux, and that's why you get that kind of black stuff that kind of comes out of the that goes around the solder. And yeah, you know, I used to not use flux because of that, and then I bought myself some Radio Shack Flux, which that was absolute crap. I don't recommend that. And then I started using I don't know, it was like some garage sale flux. I have no idea. It wasn't garage sale, but it was like sales flux. And that stuff was absolute crap. Then I got myself some Kingbo RMA 218. And I had no idea what this stuff was. You know, I asked one of my friends, what flux do you use? And he was like, Kingbo RMA. I'm like, oh, that's sweet. And then, there was this live stream that I was watching about some guy doing a Corona dual land, and I'm like, oh, dude, what flux do you use? He was talking about flux the whole time in the video, and he was using, like, Kingbo RMA 218. I looked it up. He gave me the link, and I was like, oh, dude, this stuff is sweet, and I bought it, and, you know, I was like, oh, this is white, it smells really good, and there are even knockoffs of this stuff. There's knockoffs of flux. And the flux that I'm using has a lot of knockoffs from China. You know, they have like the little green sticker when it's supposed to be a blue sticker. And if your flux just smells nasty, and I mean, like, there's a difference. You guys can tell the difference. Go to Radio Shack, buy yourself some Radio Shack Flux, and get legitimate RMA 218. It won't be the best smelling, but you can tell the difference. Like, you'll, like, just shove your face in it, and you're like, oh my gosh, that stuff is nasty. Put your face in Kingbo, smells great. Even when you're touching solder to the pad with that type of flux, like, just a ballin' smell. And so, yeah, I think that's just kind of my video on my commentary on using flux. Now, there's ways of screwing it up. You could put too much flux to the point where, you know, solder is going everywhere. You also gotta know flux placement. you gotta know how much you're gonna be putting, how much if you're using too light. I mean, you can use too much flux to the point where, you know, your solder's not going to where it needs to be, or when you use too little and you're not getting the best bond. And it's mostly all about getting the best bond and having long-lasting results. If you're not having those longing results, I don't know how to say, then that's not the flux that you should be using. And not only that, there's flux for rework and reballs and reflows. I mean, that's like more for the more higher up professional stuff that most people use for reballs. That's also another use for flux. So that's my video on flux, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and see you in the next video.